Welcome back, folks, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone watching in the US and Canada. I didn't actually know that's Thanksgiving dates back to 1621, folks. A little bit of research on the tube this morning. Well. Only new things at my age. It's a glorious morning, guys, as you can see. It's also packed in the centre. Best part this morning is the light. Now, would you believe, guys, it's 1 degree, the temperature, yeah. It's just above freezing. However, and as usual, that doesn't stop lots of people coming out. On the contrary, after yesterday's mush, today almost feels and looks like summer, despite the cold. And it is cold, very much so. I'm hoping we'll properly see the horse's breath today. Something we've been waiting for a while. Got it briefly last week when it was cold, but this, so far, will be the coldest autumnal winter take your pick day of 2024. And goodness gracious, look at how many people there are. It's a teeny weeny bit on the busy side. However, the bridge is mercifully, at least for the moment, free of scamming trash. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to find some. Talk to them about the incident the other day on the bridge. And yes, guys, I do have a stab-proof vest on. It's called my rib cage. I'm joking. Being serious for a moment. No, I was hoping to have a little chat, but there are none here. They've all gone. They've scarpered, which is a bit of a pity, to be honest, because you all know how I like to jump in. Sometimes you just have to and think, you know what, whatever. Look, tourists getting some lovely pictures today, in fact. Very much so. But wow, it's a busy one, guys. I'm wondering if horseguards is going to be this completely insanely packed. It's a bit like, where do I go? Oh my gosh. Wow. Yikes. Trying not to knock people's phones out of their hands and knock their selfie sticks and stuff over as I'm walking. Because, whoa. What on earth? Once the police temporarily removed all the scum from the bridge when it all kicked off last week, wouldn't surprise me. It's odd that they've all vanished at once. Even the guy who roasts his nuts on the bridge has gone. Yeah, curiously enough. I mean, I guess on the one hand it's good news, but on the other hand it's bad news. Why? Because we can't speak to them or film them if they're not there. I had high hopes, it being a sunny day, that as usual on sunny days, trash floats to the surface. Oops, this is what happens when you don't concentrate. Am I going to make that mistake? Yes, I am, but I'm going to do it faster. Otherwise we'll be there all day. I'm not sure what protest group is gathering now. I'm not sure what they've gathered for. They're sticking things on the lamppost. I wonder actually if there are going to be any protests today. Hold on. Better stay out of those arches. They're a bit gloomy, and people tend to use them as an outdoor latrine in this weather. Sadly. That's the downside to the toilets being closed here. They were very popular with the homeless community. But the nearest toilets are not that accessible. And to be fair, when it's nearly zero, nobody can be expected to hold it in. Quite a buoyant mood this morning on the street, I would say. And even though I was a bit sort of like, with the length of yesterday's video, folks, you all seem to like it. What I mean, well, not only was it for the length, the most watched video of that length on the channel ever, but you folks watched it for the longest time of any video that's ever been posted on the channel, percentage wise. More than half of you watched more than half the video, which is very surprising, I must say. So good job, guys. That's quite a rarity. Now I'm going to skip the phone boxes because we're going to see nothing that we haven't seen before, and they are absolutely chocker. Wait, look. That's a lot of people. Flipping hell. I wonder if we're going to get that many people at Horse Guards. Bing bong. That's 11 AM on the dot, people, which is what I was hoping for, because although there's not a guard change, I wanted to arrive just after they swapped over the horses. Why? That way I have that sort of, should I go into the yard? Should I not? Dilemma. But they're still working on the toilets, look. How long does it take one to make some new toilets? The Chinese would have finished it in about 3 hours. It takes us about 3 months. Which is why our economy is a complete and utter disaster. Now, guys, you need to spot, post in the comments, when we see somebody who's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. There'll be one, there always is. Even when it's this flipping freezing. Oh, hitman here, look. Okay, luckily I wasn't his victim. Oh. Why would you want to somebody take a picture of the back of your head at a phone box? Oh, so this guy's not relieving himself. Certainly looks like it. Oopsie. Okay, so obviously bobble hats and warm clothes galore. It's really busy today, guys, eh? I think people are thinking, you know what? I got my protein last night. I'm going to go out and get my vitamin D this morning. Not a lot of it, to be fair, when everyone's this covered up from the sunshine, but hey, better than nothing. I'm expecting the horses are going to be in a good mood, but I still don't know the minimum temperature at which point they're removed. I do seem to recall -5 being mentioned at one point, but the chance of hitting that in London, very rare, to be honest. UK proper in the countryside and in the north and in Scotland, -5, -10, although that -5, -10, even colder, is fairly common throughout much of the winter, but London, it's very, very, very unusual for us to go below -5. Yeah, I do think the tour groups will be out in force today as well, just because of the fact that it's bright. At the end of the day, guys need to eat, I guess. Right, Downing Street. Oh, we've got an innocent fox over here. Wait, it's not a fox, it's a badger, look. It's an innocent badger, look. I am innocent. Innocent of what, though? Badgers betrayed by Labour. Imagine actually getting up, guys, and thinking, oh, I'm going to work today dressed as a badger. Hopefully, Mr. or Mrs. Badger is well paid. I guess, to be honest, on the coldest day of the year, it's probably not a bad thing to be standing there in a furry, warm badger costume. Oh, goodness. So where do you even look for badger vacancies? Where would one find that sort of a job? Is it unemployed actors and so on do that kind of stuff between acting gigs? Because it's probably only a 1 day or at most a 1 week job. Also, I wonder what the references are. Like, why are you a suitable choice to dress up as a badger? Oh. Cabinet office. Ta-da! Morning. Oh, she was not. She was really glaring at me. It's like, get me off your goddamn camera. Oh, looking for Heathrow. It's the other way. Oh. Well, ladies and gents, we've got some flags flying at Horse Guards. I mean, let's hope the Horse Guards is open. So I'm guessing this morning, or soon, is a second state visit, which, to be fair, guys, I still didn't confirm. I seem to think it was the Amir of Qatar who is in London, but my flag knowledge is, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as comprehensive as it should be. Let's put it that way. So if anybody would like to drop the second flag in the comments, I would be much obliged. First flag, of course, looking absolutely splendid on a bright, perfectly blue skied morning. Why is it not here all year? I don't get it. We've been through this before. It looks like it belongs. In fact, it does belong. So I say it should be here for all the year. Right. In we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so who have we got? We've got, for the moment, the trooper who was, let me think, it was first and third out yesterday. In other words, for the majority of the time that we were filming yesterday, we only caught him briefly. So he's back, which means that after the change at noon, we should get the same face as yesterday. Now we can see, folks, if I tiny bit zoom in, I hope you can see it, look at that, the horse's breath. Look. And guys, it's not because he was vaping, okay, or consuming any nicotine-based products. The horses here are completely drug-free. He's genuinely that cold. He's like, yep. Good morning, horsey. Yes, hello to you. Good morning, sir. Is that hi, John and viewers, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you, wherever you may be in the USA or Canada. Wow, how the hell does the horse know that it's Thanksgiving? They're pretty good up, aren't they, these H-Cup horses, everybody? Very impressive. Okay, to the other end, what have we got here? A bus about to run me over. That's what we've got. That's point one. And point two. Wait, if there's any space. Boom, there is. We've got a little lady and a big horse. Oh, and in fact they swapped over from yesterday. Remember we had the magnificent gatesman on foot impressing us, folks, more than once in yesterday's video. He's relocated. He's now here in the box. And to give an idea of this fellow's stature, look how close the top of the plume is to the camera. That's pretty close, eh? Okay, I'm still looking for that t-shirt and shorts. You'll probably hear at least 50 different voices around me. That's how busy it is behind me. Whether they decide to risk their luck with this chap, I don't know, but I'm going to guarantee he'll say something. The second anybody oversteps the mark into the box. First time, to my knowledge, guys, that we've actually ever caught this particular trooper here on guard in the boxes. Not the first time ever, but the first time that I recall seeing him in the boxes. Oh, Colin's here as well. Ta-da. Good morning, Chief.
Do you know the dates for the when the King's ship go back on?
Yes.
What is it?
Don't say it out loud. Yeah.
So the date did they come up?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah? I was saying when I came in, I can't remember the name of the... is it the Qatari flag, yeah? Yeah, I'm not good with flags. Okay, that explains it.
Well, it looks like it was facing the other way.
I find it bizarre, actually, that we hang
Look,
foreign flags, but not our
colour
own.
went that way.
Wait, what?
That's the other way.
Wait, so the other side is actually blue, and this
No,
side
that's
is...
the way the sun's beating on it, isn't it?
I'm thinking to myself, hold on a second, how's it look that different? No, it doesn't. If you publish that, and you ever travel to Qatar, they're going to arrest you and throw you into prison.
I don't think so.
For defacing their flag. Fine. Okay, so we've just confirmed Colin and I, guys, the return date for the King's troop. And let's just say it's likely to catch Longview by surprise, in a good way. In other words, they're going back much sooner than anyone realises. Oh, here's the first jogger bro, but he's not in shorts and he's not in a t-shirt, unfortunately. Well, he probably is, but with long johns on as well. It'll be interesting to see how it goes this morning, based solely on the fact that there's no guard change. Let's hope the police don't come too far out into the front here, otherwise the illegals are going to leg it again. Especially if they ask for their papers. Now, I can't promise how long today's video will be, guys. It will be pretty much as long as I think it's interesting to keep the camera on. However, it just so happens that recently, you might have noticed, every single time we're sort of getting close to the end, something happens or kicks off, something unexpected. It's curious that. It hardly ever happens the moment I switch the camera on. Ta-da, that's the other very popular and exceedingly professional Israeli tour guide. How long before we see a V sign? What do we think? I mean, strictly speaking, she is in the box. The thing is, he's so far in the air, he probably couldn't even see it. And the officer tells her as well. Love it. And the reason I love it is that she did the V sign. I did see it, guys. Just as I'm saying, how long was it going to be before we see the V sign? We saw the V sign. The thing is, though, however loud this fellow's voice is, he is really high up. You would need to bellow extremely loudly for a petite girl like that to hear what on earth he's saying, which I guess is a negative. I had a little bit of a thought and a feeling though that he wouldn't take any nonsense. Let's try and concentrate on the line as much as we can. Oh. Oh, they're pointing at it, actually. This group of pointing at it as they're walking around. No, it's okay. Thank you. Dude at the back, I think, is the plainclothes security officer for that Israeli group, which is not really surprising considering the current situation in the Middle East. Guy in the blue hat is like a horse buyer. How much would you take? How many sovereigns for your horse, my good man? Oh! What the hell? And she goes and gets in there again. Just like, how is it possible to get it that wrong all at once? And this pro was laughing at her, now he's laughing at himself. Bring out Ormond is what I say. Now, I'm pretty sure, folks, just looking over the camera at the horse, instinctively I think we've got Zambezi in front of us. It's too cold to be messing about with the other phone. I have to keep one hand in a pocket when I'm not holding the gimbal with the other. But instinctively I think we've got Zambezi in front of us. Zambezi, shake your head if that's you. Zammers. Thank you. And welcome back. And funny enough, the lady in the red coat pretty much seems to get lost in the box. She's like, what am I doing? Which country am I in? Which year is it? Bing bong. Okay, so if we've got this magnificent fellow on the horse, who have we got in the art? Oh, hold on. Stop the press, guys. It just gets better and better today. I I'm just thinking, is he coming? Yeah, he is. From horse to archers. Today's absolutely splendid. And no nonsense gatesman. How's about that, eh? The Blues and Royals Gatesmanator is what we've got there. An absolute Gatesmanator professional, 100%. Oh, wait, she had enough. I thought the lady in red was going to have another try, but she decided, you know what? I don't want to risk it higher. Oh, sorry. Officers are swapping over. And I'm sure they're glad, actually. 1 hour standing still with your hand on the carbine weapons is probably not the most pleasant way to start the day. Okay, so in the yard. Hold on a second. What's this clown doing? He's like, oh, so can we go to Chanel after you got my picture? Right, there we are. Same two flags, Qatari and the Union flag. Oh, we've got somebody poking into the archway. Look. Oh. The arches. That's the first one of those I remember us seeing in weeks. I mean, I said seeing because we've heard it as recently as yesterday, but in terms of actually seeing it happen on camera, it's getting pretty rare. I'm curious that it happened the second I walked in the yard. I was not expecting that, to be quite honest with you. Why is everybody frozen? Oh, actually, not even his kids. He just decides fundamentally to push in. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a bit of a free-for-all here. Now, interestingly, the only person that is consistent with yesterday's position is the Chitsman. We saw him yesterday, briefly. I did mention that I was 99.9% certain he's new. I'm now 100% certain that he's new after asking around yesterday. There he is. And to be fair, he's got the light this morning, so lucky for him. Oh, where's she going? Curious. Very curious. Of course. Yeah, of course. Don't worry about me. Now, some of you noticed that the train, the chain has been hung somewhat tighter than previously. Now, I think, bit of welcome to correct me, guys, that isn't the case. I think the reason that we've noticed a difference is that this chain, compared to, for example, the center chain and the other chain, is a different thickness. It's a different grade of chain. So I think they've actually replaced the old aged chain with a new chain. Not only is that one nice and shiny and silvery, but it's much thicker. The loops are much thicker on the chain. Notice that people are saying that the chain has been hung high, but they've actually hung on. It's a brand new chain, no? That is a new chain. I think the other one probably broke off or whatever, because they all three were the same. Possibly, yeah. That one's massively different. Oh, you like that, guys? New Chitsman with a new chain. See, MOD do have some spare money when it's not all going to Ukraine. Imagine at the last meeting of the bigwigs, the generals are sitting there, and they're like, right, so we've got 2 items on the agenda today. Item 1 is Ukraine, and item 2 is chain. So, ladies and gents, how are we voting? Chain or Ukraine? Okay, we're back. I will try and vary it a little bit, simply for 2 reasons actually. One, it's flipping cold to stay in the same position. God knows how the spammers do it. I think they probably wear nappies. And 2, she's on her way to Tesco's, just walked straight through the box. Maybe she mistook horseguards for a medieval farmer's market. She was completely oblivious to the fact that it actually even was a box, or is a box on the ground. Here's another one, look. Marching straight through. Now, Zammers, as he's known to us on this channel, his friends, is a bit temperamental, folks. Let's hope he doesn't quit today, like he did last time we saw him here. The road today is actually really clear, Whitehall. There's almost no traffic noise behind me, look. Really, really clear and quiet, which is fantastic. Didn't have a good look at the other horse yet, but we will. The thing is, he's kicking out a teeny bit behind. What could it be? What do we think? She's in the box. I know this fellow has got a much louder voice than the one he's using to tell the tourists to get out. I know he has, 100%. But again, I think it comes back to that thing I was saying about not wanting to be super loud for two reasons. One, the potential for getting a disciplinary. But two, and this is definitely down to personal preference, a lot of the troopers don't want to be plastered over social media. Now, that's not to say they're social media phobic, they're not, because being a ceremonial regiment means that you're going to spend a hell of a lot more time being photographed and videoed and so on than a non-ceremonial regiment. However, people taking little tiny snippets and sensationalizing them is what cheeses the troopers off, and I get it, because a lot of that content is taken out of context. Blah blah did this, and the soldier blah blah this. And I get it. Oh, how nice. What a polite young fellow, eh? She said thank you. I'm not sure if you're saying thank you to Zammers or the trooper, or both. It's got to be a toupee. Now, how's it staying on his head so perfectly? Super glue. Okay, let's move ourselves a teeny bit, guys, to the other end. And let's see what we've got here. Most importantly of all, which horsey do we have here at this end? I don't know. I have no clue. Let's see if we can squeeze in and find out slowly, gently. Instinctively, I'm thinking Thor. I could be wrong. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's Thor. Actually, they're just about to open up the box. Wait, what? I must have misread the clock when we were up near the phone boxes, because I'm sure I read it as being 11 a.m, but that's impossible, because the clock here is saying it's 5 to noon, and we've only been 30 minutes on the video. Okay. I mean, that isn't actually such a bad thing, because now we're going to get to see a changeover. And the fellow in front of us did shout at somebody. I heard it when I was at the other end, and you probably did too. So it seems... Oh, the horse is like, yep. So it seems, the point I'm trying to make, is that the Blues are being very consistent with enforcement. Will it last? I don't know. But we'll find out, won't we, in time. I say in time, during the course of the next 30-40 minutes, hopefully. School group. Staying really far back. No idea why. Actually, everyone is staying really far back today. Curious. Many people here, including this dude, who's got a horse's bum fetish. Look. Oh, we lost him. If I did actually guess Zambezi and Thor correctly, folks, is that... Nope. That would be extraordinary. I'm never that good with the names. I barely got Monty yesterday. I definitely would not have got Palmyra, I can tell you that. So it's a good job we've got a splendid community of people that can help us with these small issues of naming. Ross is like, yep, that's right. You wouldn't know who I was without the community. He's got a point. Of course he's got a point, folks. Okay, we've got somebody wearing the shortest skirt that I've ever seen since I visited the Bolshoi Theatre. I enjoyed a spot of ballet a long time ago. I can't understand, in fact, how some people don't really suffer when it's this cold. I'm not going to turn the camera. If somebody walks into frame, fine. That was a crazy, crazy short skirt. How on earth you can walk around like that in central London, I will never know. Oh, here's another tour group just arriving. We can step back a teeny weeny bit, guys, to get both sides of the box. Oops. Ah, the kid just walked in, but the parents straight away said, get out of the box. How about that? That's a rarity. It's almost always the kid saying to mum and dad, no, I'm not going into the box. Let's move back a teeny bit. Trouble is, I think people will walk in front of the camera now. Let's see. That's more like it for a sort of an all-in. What's this bro doing? I have no idea what kind of face he was making. Was he trying to make the first time we've actually seen a tourist trying to make the horse laugh? Oh, bro. Oh. I was convinced he had some food in the bag. In fact, I'm still convinced he's got some food in the bag. No. I cannot believe he's actually winning himself without any gloves. It's really cold this morning. Fair play to him, he stopped right on the line. I wonder actually if he's got a horse blanket from the equine floor at Selfridges. He seemed to find something funny. Fair play to the man. How's about that? He stopped right on the line. Okay, back to bobble-hatted fun. The characters, guys, that rock up here, or in some cases roll up here. It's like nowhere else in central London. It really is unique. Oh, at the other end, the horse is already off, guys. He's out of the box. He's coming back in again. For some reason he decided to back out of the box. No idea why. Look, being led back in by the trooper. Furious. He actually just had a meltdown and walked completely straight backwards out of the box. Remember I was saying Zammers will probably quit again. They've spotted something. Flies or what's going on? He darted back really, really quickly. Oh. Pretty busy, guys, but not packed. Will Zammers make it? He's got 2 minutes left. I'm actually not convinced. Actually, I'm very tempted to. No, I'm not going to risk running inside. Oh my god, here he goes again. Look, this guy flipping out. I mean, I do admire the curiosity and fascination in some part, but when you've already been told twice, a bit old, isn't it? chances, guys, of getting Mr. Mond out next? A while since we saw a horse go so quickly backwards. I didn't even know that horses had a reverse gear, folks, until I started filming here. I thought it was sideways or straight ahead. Okay, the two new ones are out there in the yard. That's Monty, I'm sure, on the left. This one, jerky one. Instinctively, I think it's Palmyra. We'll see in a minute. I'm not actually sure which one is going to be the better one to focus on. But, depending on how this shift transpires, I might capture most of it. Other horses clippy cloppy. Goodbye to, as I said, I thought it's Thor. Ta-da! How's about that? And were we right, ladies and gents? This is Palmyra. Pretty sure it is. Waiting to see if the police are fanning out or whether they're done. I think instinctively the Blues will not change over this time. Although actually, wait, hold on a second. The gatesman is moving, but I don't think he's going to come out to change over. He would already have gone to the tunnel if they're going to do that, I think. But it's curious because in this cold, I would not have expected any of the soldiers to be out for more than an hour at a time, but hey, Blues are tough. I guess they're going to have to do the 2 hours. There's no sign that they're about to change them over. Nope, definitely not changing over. The other fellow, the chidsman, will have spent 2 hours in a fixed position. Yes, he might move a teeny bit, but I haven't actually yet seen him march. It must be flipping freezing. I got Minder walking boots on this morning, folks, and even with those on, and they're rated down to -15, it's just about enough to keep my my little tootsies warm. What's it like? It's cold. It's like, get over there. So what are we thinking, people? Palmyra or not Palmyra? Instinctively, I'm sure it is. It's based on what you were writing in the comments yesterday. So if that's Palmyra, that means at the other end, we're going to have Monty. Let's see. Yes, he's back. Squeeze him. He's got a cheeky tickle. And, in fact, not only is Monty back, guys, but that's right. I'm waiting for you guys to notice who's on the horse. Oh god, here we are. It's the clowns again. Now hopefully, the Lady Twin Trooper on this horse, massive, in fact I've never seen on a horse this big. That gives an idea of just how colossal Monty is. Look, if I move back, That's extraordinary, guys, actually, isn't it, to be honest? I think, even though Monty made an appearance yesterday, it wasn't very sunny, so he's going to make an appearance again today. And it's really good, in my opinion, that this troop in particular is already back here. So we will focus as much as we can on this end. Why? Because she's fantastic, that's why. As is Monty. He's just chewing away like chomp, chomp, chomp on whatever is left of his breakfast. Now, one thing we do need, which we don't have at the moment, are some tourists. Flipping hell, look at this lot just turned up. Holy gosh. Oh, this guy's like, I'm going to go dressed as a Christmas present today. Complete with the bow. Tomorrow, she'll be dressed like Rug Girl. Now, I personally would never wear a tea cozy in public, but I understand why some people do. Why? If you can keep a kettle of water warm, it's going to keep your head warm. It didn't take long, did it? And to be fair to this lady in front of us, she was about 1 centimetre into the box when she was told to get out of the box. Love it. That didn't take long at all. Oh. This one's exactly on the line. Now the good news today, folks, is that the spammy lot, most of them anyway, everyone except Spamdullah, has buzzed off. So it's nice and quiet, which means I can sort of move around reasonably effortlessly. Oh. This bro is definitely going to walk into the box. Get ready for it. Oh, look, he saved himself then. She was looking. She was coiled and ready. In fact, the absolute dream team ever, guys, is going to be this particular trooper on Monty. It's Korean, bro. You guys from Korea? Where are you from? Are you Nepalese? Yeah? that was pretty funny, actually.
It's Nepal Army, sir.
Wait, so you know the Gurkha memorial is over here? Yeah, right here. It's just over here. Yeah. That's the Gurkha, Nepalese Gurkha memorial. Right there. Yeah, it's right there. Not this one here, but the second one behind it on the left. Yeah. That's the Gurkha memorial. Hey, have a good day, guys. Wow, Nepalese military. No wonder he was so confident in his salute. I was thinking to myself, hold on a second, he actually looks like a military man. This foot is in the box, but is it? Okay, I mean, let me correct myself. His foot is partially in the box, but that means that, strictly speaking, it's partially not in the box. Oh my god, wait. We've got another farmers' protest going on. I haven't seen this many wax jackets since last weekend. Okay, this guy decided to buy a hat so that his entire family can see him, even if he decides to go into space. Oh, here we go. That didn't take long, did it? That's the second one. Get out of the box. Volume 2. I think this is why so many tourists like these days to spend time here watching as opposed to actually engaging, getting pictures. It's become a real people watching spot. You know, realistically, probably only second to the cafes, certainly in the summer, along Knightsbridge, opposite Harrods. That's a very, very, very popular people watching spot, especially late in those summer evenings. Guys smoking shisha until 11 p.m, midnight. Very, very popular spot for people watching. But this, I mean, yeah, it probably is Oh, this little girl on the left was just told to get out of the box. That's how many now? 3, 4? The trooper is outstanding, guys, eh? I told you before, she should be Lieutenant Colonel by the end of the year. Ideally the end of this year. Imagine if the Blues had a CO like this, how things would change so quickly. Lucky in this spot we get to capture both sides of the line. And every brightly coloured bobble hat that arrives and departs.
Veç nuk guxon me kapërcy këtë vjen e bardhë. Mama, po del çamek. Mama.
It's funny actually, folks. I was convinced that fellow was Korean because he was a very good-looking fellow, wasn't he? He'd be like in some sort of K TV show. No gloves and tattooed fingers. Classy. Not. Okay, here come the new arrivals. Quite a lot of them, to be fair. Look, all stuffed in a respectful arc around the horse. It's a lot of people, eh? Look. Really surprised how many people are not wearing gloves today. But then again, they're not carrying around a metal pole and filming, so perhaps they don't feel the need. Look, notice how observant she is vis-a-vis people's feet and the line. That's pretty smart actually. Somebody's just brewed a coffee, look. She's got a hot coffee, just poured it out of that flask. That's actually very smart. Why didn't I not do that? Yeah, that's what I need to do. The problem is I haven't got a spare hand. Yet. Okay, so we're becoming a people watching channel, guys, until there's any people to watch near the horse. Okay, finally. Shiny jacket heaven. There's a super loud bike about to go brrr past the horse. Get ready for it. I don't know if people ride those motocross bikes in central London. I don't even know where they're allowed, to be honest. I mean, they serve no practical purpose. He's going to walk. Oh. How many people notice that at the absolute last minute and then boom, they cycle around? It's actually pretty impressive. Point is, it's doing the job. So, we'll go a little bit to the side. I feel more comfortable. I don't like standing right in front when there are not a lot of tourists going up. It feels a bit disrespectful to the trooper to be standing there. Like I said, look, you know, everyone watching, but not really engaging.
Horses make bigger. Yeah, we can do it. I don't know what's in there, but
Oh, I don't know what's in there, but I want to check it out. I mean, fair's fair. I like his enthusiasm. I want to check it out. Not quite the usual we hear from the tourists when they arrive at horseguards, but might as well. Okay, let's move along a bit, guys. Oopsie. Oh, all the Saudi bros are just enjoying looking at their pictures. Actually, wait, we've chosen our time to move quite well. That bing bong should equal gatesman time. Oh, and here he comes. Look at that. But and they moved the luggage pretty fast, didn't they, for him that time? Well done, tourists. Impressive stuff. Hugely impressive. I think he's going straight back through the gate. Magnificent. Really on it, today. Hugely. Oh, somebody just decided to vandalise the bollards, guys. Look at this, look. They just ripped it off. Curious. Quite a throng of people actually this end, but again, they're just sort of sandwiching themselves at the back here, which I find very, very, very odd. Okay, so one weirdo's given up and left. If you can't take the cold, stay at home, is what I say. Or walk quickly like this guy to keep warm. Oh great, obviously now the other end is flipping packed with people that are near the horse and everyone left this end. It's like days like this I worry, is my deodorant working properly? I'm not sure.
You ready? You ready?
Oh. Right, I'm hearing a US accent. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for what? Get ready for it. He's giving hand signals, but who to? Wait, there he is.
I'm not going to be one of those guys in that video.
That hardly ever happens anymore, to be honest.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't
happen in the first place.
But roughly about 7 weeks ago, they put this white line, and it changed everything. But still, a lot of people do just walk over and think they can grab the horse.
They just start grabbing the reins. You're stupid.
Yeah, it's extraordinary.
Respect the horse to you.
Never mind the animal. The guy's got a sword.
Yep. Anyway, I sort of rationalise it sometimes that, you know, if you were a bank manager or a shop worker, you're not just going to march in and start getting on his nerves, are you? No. You know, it's a working soldier, so such you should be left alone.
We're visiting from Canada.
Are you Canadians?
Yes.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Oh no, that's Americans.
Wait, I read this morning that Canada and the US both celebrated today. Is that not true?
We're in October.
We're in October.
Oh my goodness me. So in which case, what I read this morning is wrong.
This is
So
American.
in the US today is Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thursday is theirs.
Damn it. So there's me
We're October.
wishing my visitors in Canada happy Thanksgiving.
That's okay.
It was so good.
Some of us like to take the days off anyways.
Better late than never, I guess, eh? Wow.
Too close to Christmas. We want to
I mean, it is
celebrate
actually
October.
thinking about it. Yeah, it's a good point. Which part of Canada are you from, guys? Yeah? First time seeing this, or
Yes.
what do you think?
It's beautiful.
I always say it's a bit like an outdoor museum, this area, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm a history buff, and I love the history of
Ah,
all this
heaven.
stuff. Yeah, for sure. I'm just curious why everything's white. All the buildings are white. Is that
We got lost last night. We're looking
very-
for landmarks and I'm like, everything's white.
Everything's the same.
forgive my ignorance, but I'm assuming it goes back to the war time, and that's all that was available. No?
I don't know if this was traditionally some of the more expensive or cheaper stone, but I would have thought, given that this is the official ceremonial entrance to Buckingham Palace, the stone is called Portland stone, this white stone. Grade 1 listed building, really hard to clean the stone, hence a lot of it looking a little bit sort of Shakespearean in its appearance. But yeah, this area, everything does look kind of the same. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's very samey.
I just, every time this is our second time in Europe. First time was Belgium.
Uh-huh.
But the architecture blows me away. In Canada, we like to think we have history.
Yep. Yeah, this is very different. But then again, we did steal a lot of it, to be fair. We Brits.
You're still not American.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, I forgot about that. What is it with Canadians and Americans? I know you guys from Canada really dislike it when people mistake your accent for...
They're our annoying downstairs neighbor. They won't clean up their house.
Oh, good lord. Wow. Americans watching, he doesn't really mean it, I promise.
I do. I do.
Wait, did you say you do? Oh, brilliant.
What I love most about here is we have to cater to the less intelligent. Look right, look left. Look right,
The
look
fact that it's a bit like the white lines here. People just tend to wander and ignore.
It's like coffee lids. I don't know if you have it here, back home. All the coffee lids say careful hot.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
People got sued
Because people sued McDonald's.
because they burned themselves.
Ah, goodness me.
And they won.
A hot coffee, really?
Yeah, you wouldn't guess actually, would you, when you're going to order a coffee that it's going to come
Steam coming out.
come over hot. Wow. So what's next, guys? What are you going to see next?
Harry Potter today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
We have
wow.
tickets for Harry Potter.
We've got our kids that grew up on the Harry Potter thing, so we FaceTime over there. And
Yeah.
so then, other than that, after that, we go to Buckingham later, and then just make your day trip trips here and there.
Christmas markets. We went to
sick.
Covent Garden
We
last
were at Covent
night.
Garden last night.
That's beautiful. You see the tree and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really beautiful trees.
There was a gentleman there actually singing some opera. That was beautiful.
Yeah, you got it at a good time. Did you see this little fake snow? Did they blow it in the air when you... Cute, isn't it?
You know what? Didn't even notice it really. I knew it was there, but it never even hit me.
Yeah, they do it quite well actually, to be honest.
We got snow before we did here.
Did we? But you had no snowfall yet in Canada. But it's actually colder here right now than Toronto.
That's colder
Oh,
here.
wow.
Last week, it was the last week or the week before, it was like 15 degrees.
Goodness, okay.
It was
It's
weird.
unseasonably warm actually for this time of year in Canada. Pro tip though, guys, if you two are around in the morning, they have the, if you've seen it yet, the guard change with the music at Buckingham Palace. It happens at exactly 11 on the dot. But if, for example, you want to be right at the fence, within sort of this distance to the guards as they're playing the music, get there 45 minutes early, and then you can choose your spot. But it's definitely worth seeing.
Is that a giveaway? Or?
Yep. This keeps it stable.
I've seen that they've got that new little one that has the little box. I forget what it's called. Gig.
It's a DJI Osmo,
That's it,
that
that's
little
it,
tiny
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's okay, but the battery doesn't last a long time, especially in the cold.
Well, I didn't bring my camera today. It's in the back of the room. So.
Nice to meet you guys. Enjoy. Okay, so that explains it, folks. Apologies for getting Thanksgiving wrong. I can't believe it because the article I read, one second, I think I've still got it open on a tab. How on earth could the internet be wrong with? Actually, no, it's not still open. Yeah, it said today Americans and Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving. So apologies to all of you Canadians watching for me getting it wrong. But I guess, me wishing you a happy Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving is the thought that counts. So happy Thanksgiving if you're in the USA, folks. It's me getting schooled and educated by that lovely, friendly Canadian gent from Toronto. And how's about that actually? They were generally surprised that it's colder here than at home in Canada. Oh, I missed the chance to interview this guy, who I think is visiting from Texas. Look at that. Stetson style cowboy hat in London in 1 degrees. Shorts and t-shirts inbound. Are they going to run through the box? Luckily not. Lunchtime jogging group. Oh, here comes the second lot. Quite sparingly are the tourists approaching today. A lot of them though. Oh, hold on. I like the pros with his old cameras. I'm not sure if he's got a Leica over there. It's got to be French. With a scarf like that in the camera. Hey. Oh, good.
It looks so big compared to the food.
Oh, you mean the horse?
Yeah.
Oh, so I thought you were talking about something else. It's funny, I said that yesterday actually when they first came back. Yes, I mean, they look like little ponies, don't they, when the other ones...
But they're supposed to be strong, isn't it? Because they've pulled the cannons, so they assume...
That said, don't forget they work in a team of 6 to get those cannons moving. This horse will probably be able to do it himself. Been pretty quiet morning actually, some funny people here, but generally pretty quiet. Don't know when that's happening. Qatari flags. I think it's supposed to be either tomorrow or early next week. Still a beautiful day now to be outside.
Yeah,
The sunshine.
Nice.
Great light.
Like, yesterday was like I was going to come, but then I saw the light. I was like, that's not going to be good. For
Yeah,
filming,
yesterday was
so-
actually pretty depressing to be honest about filming. Everything's so, I don't know, it just hits differently when it's like this.
Yeah.
And I think we've got a few days now until it gets all mushy again, so I'm sort of, be out as much as possible and enjoy it. See you. Okay, folks, right, let's head inside. I'm pretty sure that the Zichinchi guy is using a Leica. I like those old box cameras actually, they're very elegant. Now, the reason we're going in the yard is not to pester the gatesman or the chitsman, just have a quick look at how they've moved it on at the back. What I mean? Well, I see the Royal Coat of Arms. That's right, folks, it looks like the pavilion is actually finally ready. Which is nice. Let's see. Oh, somebody just stopped to glare at me. I think they were going to stop me. Uh-oh. Awkward. Look at this. In the middle. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. They're ready to go. Stop it, actually taking pics over there. I mean, it does look rather nice, doesn't it, when the sun is shining? I will grant you that. Fantastic. I'm just thinking we barely got into the video, actually, and we're actually almost at the end. Like, what? How did that happen? I'm not sure how long I was chatting with the Canadians for, but... Oh, where's he gone? He's not at the front, and he's not in the tunnel. But to be honest, both of the guards in the yard are pretty much doing their duty unmolested by tourists. Just like yesterday. I'm not sure if they're like that or not, because their shift must go so slowly compared to being on the horse. Because at the front you've got constant motion, you've got dozens of people. Yes, sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're stupid, but the point is there's always something to look at the front. Hopefully those two police horses are going to come across and cut through here as well. Let's see. It's either left or right. Yeah, they're coming across this way. I better move myself because I'm standing where they need to be. Oh. Are they actually going to cross the crossing? One's having a little dance, look at this. Ta-da. Beautiful, in this light, look at those two. I'm not going to bother zooming in because they're effectively going to walk into the camera anyway. How's that for a still image? Fantastic. I wondered actually, why would one have a blanket, folks, and the other one wouldn't have a blanket? I mean, it's pretty flipping cold. I mean, police budgets are tight, but I'm sure they're not that tight. The questions? What do we think? If you were taking two horses out, why would you blanket one up and not the other one? Different breeds, perhaps? I mean, I'm genuinely curious. What would determine whether a horse gets blanketed or not blanketed? Okay, so we're back. Briefly. I don't think instinctively that anybody else is going to get told to move. Even this bro here. bong. Yes, he did cut through the middle of the box, guys, but he was walking so fast, I don't think there's anything he could have done anyway. Here comes another one snoozing through the box. Somebody almost walked into the camera. Okay, here comes our magnificent gatesman again.
1 hour these guys.
Hello, gatesman, sir.
Horses, so they don't make them do 2 hours. These guys are from the Blues and Royals. This was Harry and William's regiment. Like, you have to be like high up. When I was young, when I was quite a young boy, I said I want to be a cavalry officer, and my grandfather, who was in the army, told me I didn't go to good enough school to be a cavalry officer.
Listen to the tour guide behind, he's very knowledgeable.
They still wear this outfit, and you see the guys who come, you know, the changing, they have the breastplate.
Actually, let's move around a little tiny bit, see if we can get it a little bit more clean as he's speaking to his group. Very interesting to listen to him.
10 a.m.
Free tour guys, sponsored by
So this was
the Ski Walks.
if you were like back in the 1800s, Napoleonic Wars, and you were come to horseguards. Now it's like
I must say, I was not aware that the Blues and Royals is Harry and William's old regiment. I didn't know that. Now, I'm not saying he's correct, but I've got no reason to doubt him because he seems quite knowledgeable.
Royal Park area. You know, when we saw it from the back, so in the Queen's coffin, when it was following, it went.
Now,
through
the
the
interesting thing is this little group have probably paid £1,000 for the private tour, and you guys are getting it for free. How's about that?
Lunch. Yeah, but I'm blown away with you.
She's blown away, folks. It's alright for some. I haven't been blown away since Saturday night. Right. Oh, look at this, bro. Just when you think the crazy colours of the puffer coats couldn't get any more interesting. This will be... It's always stopping constantly to avoid walking into my camera. A likely closing shot. Now, the good news is that tomorrow, I say good news, I mean it's good news and bad news. Bad news, Blues are leaving, good news, lifeguards are coming back. It's good news because we haven't seen them for some time. But, more importantly, I'm secretly, folks, hoping the Gatesmanator will be back tomorrow. No guarantees, but one lives in hope. Imagine waking up so late that you forget to take your pyjamas off, like this lady. Damn, how is she not freezing, I wonder?
She didn't have to go sleep.
I mean, I was cold just looking at her. I think Monty's cold as well, though. He's a bit sad and dejected today. Okay, our final couple of tourists, guys. This lady. They're so small, the horse looks like it's 50 hands. And then I think the last two on my left as they're coming over are from Russia. Actually, not this one. No, the Russians have wandered off, they're gone. She's like, actually, then they go the other way. Quite the light today. Let's rejoice, guys. It has, if not been the most active of morning, at least been a bright and sunny morning. This clown to my right, who just wandered off, was waving, trying to make the guard laugh. Here he goes again, look. I'm not sure why one would find find that amusing, but I guess it takes all sorts. Anyway, folks, we've reached the end, regrettably. We'll be back tomorrow. hopefully, roughly around the time the lifeguards are arriving. Bye for now.